A U.S. ceasefire proposal may be gaining international momentum, but it's getting no momentum with Hamas. Recently, Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar sent this message to Hamas officials involved in the negotiations. We have the Israelis right where we want them.
Well, yesterday, the UN Security Council approved the plan that includes creating a Palestinian state. That's a non-starter for Israel. Chris Mitchell reports from Jerusalem.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken met Monday with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to lobby for the latest U.S. ceasefire proposal.
It's clear that virtually the entire world has come together in support of the proposal. And the only open question is, will Hamas say yes?
The resolution gaining international support Monday, winning the approval of the UN Security Council. The agreement calls for a return of the hostages and an end to the war through a three-phase plan. Hamas reportedly has agreed to the proposal and begin negotiations, but its calls for an end of the fighting and an Israeli withdrawal from Gaza are non-starters for Israel. Another potential sticking point for Israel is the resolution's call for a two-state solution and, quote, unifying the Gaza Strip with the West Bank under the Palestinian Authority. Itamar Marcus, founder of the Palestinian Media Watch, dismisses claims by the U.S. State Department that the PA has been revitalized and is ready for peace.
The problem is that the Palestinian Authority teaches its people that Israel has no right to exist, that killing Jews is something that Allah wants, that destroying Israel is not only a national goal for Palestinians, but is also a goal for Islam because Israel is on holy Islamic land.
Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar may not favor a reconciliation with the PA. The Wall Street Journal published a text from Sinwar to Hamas leaders who sought discussions with the group in December. As long as fighters are still standing and we have not lost the war, such contact should be immediately terminated, he wrote. He has also indicated he believes Hamas can outlast Israel, texting officials involved in negotiations, "We have the Israelis right where we want them." Israel is still rejoicing over the rescue of 4 hostages. Newly released footage shows Israeli soldiers charging into the apartment where the 3 male hostages were held, then rushing outside under heavy gunfire. They were taken to a medical center where doctors say they face a long road to recovery. Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Jerusalem.
We rejoice that these hostages have been rescued, and we pray that the remainder are freed. But we have to take Sinwar at his word. He does not want peace. He does not want to release the hostages. And he's quite clear in his communication that he's more than willing to have Palestinian civilians die in the struggle. That has been his tactic from the beginning. This is why they use civilians as human shields. This is why they set up rocket launchers in schools and in mosques and in churches and in hospitals. That's why they do all these things. And it's when will the international community wake up to it? The idea that somehow or other they want to peacefully coexist with Israel, that all they're struggling for is their own national identity, all these kinds of things, it's all just a crazy dream. Believe them when they say they want to wipe Israel off the map. They want to slaughter every single Jew in Israel. That's what they've said. That's what's in their founding document. They've said it again and again and again. When will the international community finally believe them? And in that belief, stand up to it, say, no, not on our watch. Israel has a right to exist. We have vowed never again, and that vow is coming true today. Never again. Let's stand with Israel.